Looking good, MP.
All right, MP, you ready to go get it? Because you're at halftime.
Jen's saying she's having second thoughts. That's talking points don't line up for about two players. Yeah, exactly. They don't feature any team specific. Think Jen was clear about the target for that?
Feeling you, MP.
Really wrong.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Coming up next, the Raptors. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. They've got Emmanuel Quickley. Barnes is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Thunder in at the 2. And for Utah, Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Collier is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kessler in at the 5 spot. In the back half of the season, rookies are being scrutinized as award season approaches. MP has said his sights are set on winning Rookie of the Year.
And as a rookie, MP has impressed a lot of people. To continue to be in consideration for Rookie of the Year, he really has to find a way to shine brighter than the other top rooks. That's a two-way challenge for games like this one.
Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now here's Clarkson. 9 points for him in his last game. 5 to shoot. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors, coming off that win against the Sixers.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Drives to the hoop. Thunder. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yep, that one goes.
Got into the paint and then smelled that he was around the rim and got it done.
The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Barnes. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Kessler. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Collier. Markkanen for 3. Counted from distance.
Talk about confidence, Markkanen feeling like he can drill shots from anywhere right now.
From about 16, the shot by Thunder, no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Barrett. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
Utah leading. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The head coach of the Jazz gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions, he's unselfish, he's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly Barnes has a big fan here.
And Allie, thanks. The ball's knocked loose. All by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the Jazz with possession here. Following the bucket by the Raptors. Clarkson for 3. Barnes with the rebound.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Connects from downtown.
Barnes making sure that his teammates stay involved.
Jazz trail by 6. And Utah calls time here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Back to Markkanen. Looking to end the run. Pass to Collier. The 3. They grab their own miss. Pure from 3-point range.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Ingram with the ball. And Clarkson picks him up defensively. And he gets the bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
The Jazz have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Markkanen for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And let's check in with our rookie class and see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. Just a little over a month left to go. And you look at Collier. He's had a solid year. Just not good enough to be in the race for Rookie of the Year. Still, here's a guy with an exciting future.
And even if he's not at the top of the list, he deserves a lot of credit for what he's done in this rookie season.
Well, he starts with the effort. He's really competed all year long. That's what the coaches have talked about. And obviously, he has a few things to work on, but the future, it's a bright one.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Utah. It's a 5-point game. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Ingram. He had 10 points in the win against Philadelphia. They set the pick. He shoots it. And And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Ingram's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Markkanen coming off a 28-point game against Memphis. Not going to go that time. Quickly outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Jazz trail by 7. Collins outside. Pass to Collier. With the 10-footer. Deflected. Here's Thunder. It's guarded by Markkanen. From about 16. The rebound by Markkanen.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Sexton looking around. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Hard to see when Markkanen has that size and gets to the rim.
Kessler against Barnes. Over Kessler. Barnes, no good. Utah's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Here's Thunder, following the bucket by Utah. Barnes uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got his second basket of the game.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. Don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
Shot's good by Collier.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Sexton. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, Sexton's confidence growing now, knocking it down from the three-point line. That's big.
Here's Thunder. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Barnes, it's good.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Collier. He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Quickly outside. Pass to Barnes. Launches a 3. Utah with the rebound. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's Collier. Quickly with the rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Barrett. Lets the 3 fly. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
A big group substitution here for Toronto. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Barrett. Boucher comes in for Barnes. Abaji's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Dick in for Quickly. Now here's Markkanen. He's got 5. Clarkson outside. 6 to shoot. Steps back and shoots. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
5 ticks left to play in the first. The 3 from Sexton. Unable to get that one. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Toronto out in front. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Grady Dick, Jakob Poeltl out there with Chris Boucher, and it's Abaji in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the 76ers played really superb basketball. He finished with 30 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And there it is for him. Sexton's got 5 now.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Here's Thunder to the right side. Outside Dick. Got a piece of it. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Here's Thunder. George defending. The shot by Thunder, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 4. Over to the left wing. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The Jazz have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Rebound Toronto. Pass to Thunder. Here's Abaji. Now Grady Dick. Just 5 on the clock. Poeltl with a screen on Sexton. Here's Dick. On the mark with the 15-footer. Dick's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Sexton. Down low. Here's Filipowski. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Thunder. 15 points in the game. George with it.
His 4th foul already, and we're not even at halftime. They'll likely limit his minutes the rest of the way.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Clarkson. Toronto making a switch here. It's George on the wing. Driving in, and the jam by George.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Pass to Dick. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. There's the screen. Here's Mobo. No good on the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 7. From outside, off the mark. Cuts off the pass. To the paint. Here's George. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
The shot by Thunder, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Filipowski, covered by Boucher. Pulls up. George's shot is off. Toronto has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Thunder. Hey, puts up a 3. Nails it from 3. Thunder's got 18.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Now here's George. He has 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Sexton with it. Clock at 6. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. 9 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Thunder. And yep, it's good. And the Raptors lead by 5. For Utah, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Timeout called, the Jazz. Some changes for Toronto. Scotty Barnes comes in for Boucher, and Brandon Ingram is subbed in for Dick. Outside Sexton. Markkanen sets a screen. Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Thunder. 20 points for him. Lets it go from deep. Collins with the rebound. On the wing, Sexton. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam. You could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
The 3 from Barnes. On target from range.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Collins, coming off a 16-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Here's Ingram. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Barnes. Here's Thunder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen. And Ingram is good for 3. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Brandon Ingram answering the call comes right back with 3 of his own.
Now here's Sexton. Back to Collins. Pass to Markkanen. A show of force by Markkanen to get through.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Here's Thunder. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Clarkson's checked in for Utah. Quickly is checked in for Toronto.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collier. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Thunder, the pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. And it's Utah with the ball. The Raptors making their last shot. Pass to Collier. Markkanen sets a screen. Collier, no good. Toronto leading by 12. 32 seconds left in the second period. 18 feet out, and the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
Brandon Ingram, a constant threat on the offensive end. A little bit of work right there in the mid-range.
Shot to stop the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. Collier's got 11 points.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
And it's good. 2 points. And the Raptors lead by 14.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And here's Clarkson. Again, Utah.
Down for 2.
Here's Thunder. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break up 12. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey folks, happy you joined us.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage.
Next on the docket, power rankings. And that's it for halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. And it's Collier in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Basket's good.
Quickly didn't hold back there, taking some contact inside if he has to.
Brett, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
Knocks it down from distance.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Collier. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Collier. Great look, but off the mark.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Collins. Toronto making their last shot.
And this is why coaching staffs continue to ask Markkanen to play aggressive. Good things happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Markkanen hits them both. Toronto leading by 17. He takes it in. Here's Barrett. The rebound by Markkanen.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Shot's good by Collier.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Pass to Thunder. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And it's Clarkson missing.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
The drive by Ingram. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ingram's got 11 points.
Well, they just need to keep close tabs on Ingram if you're on defense. He's getting that jump shot to go.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Clarkson. Utah with another miss.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Now here's Ingram. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night. That's a tough walk back to the showers.
So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Okay, then.
Y'all see my boy MP tonight? That guy swipe.
Okay, most of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his first public appearance since being named.
I mean, Jalen and Russ, you guys know this. Nothing about being a
This is it. Playoffs. When the season